Hello, learning lovers family. How are you today? I hope today is serving you well. I am doing a reading for April 18th, 2024. However, energy is cyclical. So whenever you find this message, know that that is your intuition working to bring you some information for your best and highest good, and not to doubt that. So welcome to Learn Love Tarot. I'm Angie. Here I teach mini lessons on astrology and how to read your personal birth chart, and how to use that birth chart, victory there on the bottom of the deck, split with contract. Could be looking at a soul contract here. Hold on, something's coming in there. Sacred contract, got you. Okay. With April 18th being the date, I am pulling the energy on. That breaks down into angel number 498. So we'll take a look at that. And further, that brings us to 138. 1 plus 3 plus 8 is 12, which is the energy of the Hanged Man. So these cards I'm shuffling now. I'm going to be asking what situation is under review for each of the elemental signs. Archangel Samuel showing up there for third chakra, that contract card again. Okay. So at first I thought that was Archangel Michael, and then we do have Angel of Balance here on the right-hand side of the split, future, which is the door to value. Awesome. So yesterday, guys, we had Venus conjoining with the nodes of fate. And boy, oh boy, reading yesterday. We also had a tornado warning here. And at the very end of that reading, I extended it literally when I finished. I'm not sure you could hear it or not, but the thunder correct, right as I finished the reading, and then the monsoon came. So that was kind of crazy. I was thinking about how today, at 10 this morning Eastern time, really shifted into the energy. And starting off, there's that yin yang energy. Starting off, I had not only the first quarter Venus energy. Did the Empress come out, flew out first, but I had four tens come out of that reading as well. Three of them were right in a row. So pretty incredible. So we're going to be asking today about that Hanged Man, which again is the Fool card. And 1 plus 2 is 3. There you are. Archangel Metatron. Okay, that is up of that 7th chakra, outside of our intuition, appreciation. All right, so 1 plus 2 is 3, which is Empress energy. And we are going to also ask what adjustments are needed for each of the elements, and also what blocks might be hindering us. And then in the general spread, I'm going to be asking what opportunities are going to come from making those necessary changes. Okay, first card out there. And then finally, we'll get advice. Okay, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speaking of Metatron. Okay, all right. So what's under review right now for Earth signs? The 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. That is, here's the bottom of the deck here, Archangel Uriel. Boy, angels showing up today for our reading. And I just talked about the storm, and there's that storm warning on the bottom of the deck. We do have man holding a coin. So this is going to be the environmental energy affecting all of the elements. That is a 43 card, King of Pentacles energy. Number 7 energy, divine help here, sunshine in the background, the sun card. With this man holding a coin attached. That would be the sun energy, 19. So want a new beginning towards happiness. That is brought to you by spirit. That's lovely. All right, so let's see what we got going on here right now. Now, with the moon in Virgo, the reminder there is perfection is not the end goal, because Virgo's earth signs, really any of us that could apply to, even if we did achieve perfection or what we deemed was perfection, we'd soon get bored by that and be looking for another challenge, because that's what life's all about, right? Tomorrow we will have Venus conjuncting Mercury in retrograde. So that is a key astrology day for love. I'm planning on doing a them and yours reading, so you might want to check that out tomorrow. Also, it's a key astrology day tomorrow for success, because we have Mars sextiling Jupiter. Mars is also sextiling, Mars in Pisces is also sextiling Uranus in Taurus. And we have the sun in Taurus. So it's almost happy birthday season for Koreans, and last day of birthdays for Aries babies. Happy birthday to you. Okay, let's see what we got here so far. So what is under review? Sixth chakra would be our third eye of intuition. If you want to take a deeper look at that there, that is a 40 card. 4 plus 0 is 4, so that is stability. That is 4 corners or 4 pillars of stability. And that is the first time geometrically when we have 4 points that we can turn something into a circle. Because with 3 points, of course, you have a triangle, and 2 points, you just have a line. So because there's a 0 on the end of this, I loved that NJ reminded us about that is God energy, right? That is protected by God. So your intuition is a God-given gift, guys. So earth signs, please ground yourself as necessary. Trust that your intuition is going to be heightened, especially with the sun in your home element. Wherever the sun is, it affects us all. So earth signs, we're going to pay attention, everybody, to that, because we do have the moon in Virgo today at 10:10 EST this morning. And then tomorrow we have the sun moving into Taurus. Okay, moving on to air signs, adjacent possibilities. That is the number 24, which is a fixed card, which is the card of the lovers. So that is a choice card. And this could show you here that you might have more than one option. And if you're thinking there's only one way to do something, maybe you feel trapped. There's a little door in the floor here, maybe trying to find where's the trap door so I can get the heck out of here. Or, maybe this is something coming back around because adjacent possibilities, you've thought of another way to come together into union. And then we do have for water signs, the number 44 card, and that is Queen of Cups energy there, woman holding a heart. She has a butterfly of transformation on her hair accessory. She's accessorizing with a butterfly there. She's wearing a beautiful orange robe, similar to the orange. It's more of a peachy red. So it's like you're moving from some passion up into your creative energy, and you're almost there. So it's like you're in between the root and the sacral chakra here. Woman holding a heart. So this is wanting to give your heart fully to something. Yesterday we did see that Queen of Cups appear in the extended portion of the reading. So that is at 44 is an 8 energy. 44 also is an indication that angel number means that I'm getting hi, thank you. I'm getting a big indication. Thank you guys. So 44 is meaning that your angels hear you. They hear your prayers, they hear your manifestations, and they are supporting you at this time. And then we have, adding those together is an 8 energy, August. So that could be the sign of strength. Opening your heart again could be requiring that you need to be strong through it. Something's required of you and work-wise to be able to come into this love opportunity. And then additionally, earth signs, that would be the sign of the emperor energy there. Fitting, especially because today is the last day in Aries, which Aries is the Emperor card energy. Okay, fire signs, door to personal healing and happiness. There is a dove of peace there and a rainbow. Again, this archway just keeps coming up. There are lotuses floating in this lily pond. There's a peacock in the background as well. And it's a whole different world on the other side of this door. Okay, so that's the situation under review for all elements right now. Next, I'm going to be asking about the Empress card, because the Empress is an energy, facade there on the bottom, is an energy of being open and receptive to change. She's an energy of creation. So maybe there's just this little adjustment that is needed to be able to create what it is that you're wanting. What adjustments are needed here for elemental energies? What adjustments are needed here for elemental energies? Adjustments for earth signs. No, I like when they flip completely. Sometimes I will take it if the feeling is correct. So we got 2 here for earth signs. What adjustments are needed? Making making lemonade out of lemons. So a situation that perhaps we thought was the antithesis of our prayers being answered, actually is a blessing in disguise, because this could also be a move, could be moving from the city to the country. And there's a checkerboard here, tablecloth, and that could be like racing energy, letting you know the final lap is approaching. Also, it's a reflection of chess. So this is going to require some planning and strategy. What's a strategy? A strategy, a plan that's a tragedy? Let's hope not, air signs, or excuse me, earth signs. So also discovery, and there's these pink flowers here connected to this fire energy, these hot pink flowers floating in the lily pond, okay, of regeneration. There's a full moon energy there on this card here, earth signs, and that could mean that this prayer may be answered, or you will see the rainbow through the storm, okay, by the full moon here, especially if you are opening your heart, so that when you tap into your feelings, we're able to better manifestation, okay? And we do have the 6th chakra of Archangel Metatron when I talked about intuition, and here you are right there tapping into that. And it is regarding some kind of regeneration, because this is all land and it looks like desert sand, be hard for things to grow there. Perhaps it's something that you did not think would ever happen for you. And we are looking at the solar plexus and the root chakra there, crossed by recovery of some sort, finding the key. And as I say that, I'm looking at all these doors for air signs. So the situation under review for air signs is, do I have adjacent possibilities? Of course we do. Can we think of something from a different perspective? Now I'm going to have to get 2 for everybody. Okay, well, that's way too many, so we'll take you back just one, please, Spirit. Great angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light. What adjustments are needed for air signs here regarding adjacent possibilities, possibly dealing with a choice here between two energies, being people or situations? Okay, so we've got the card of the victim. That's part energy, which would coincide there with the lovers. Now, this story is about this acorn who was told he was going to have a certain part in a play. And however, when he went to perform, it was not the role that this director dragon, we are in the year of the dragon, um, and it was not the role he was expecting. So he still gave his best anyway, okay, because he's looking at it from an adjacent possibility. So we're using our perception. Can we change our perception here and understand that this is a quest here? Interesting. I'm looking at how this lemon card is delineating these two energies from city to country, from one thing to the next. Trust your instincts for the right decision. And then here we have cattails on one side, and there's kind of, again, this sand energy coming in. But then on the other side, we see bright green grass. Quest is the throat chakra. And this could perhaps be, again, a spiritual quest, especially since we're right here next to this discovery card. And look at this. So in this whole, of all those doors, there is one lavender door. So this adjacent possibility can come to you through meditation, through tapping into our third eye, okay? And we want to also really ask ourselves if there's another way we could reframe the way that we look at something and see the opportunity to make lemonade from lemons. So this is all flowing together beautifully here so far. Guys, we all have earth, air, water, and fire in our chart. So if you've had a birth chart handcrafted by me, you're simply looking at the orange houses here where that orange part is around the wheel. That would be all of your fire energy. So as I'm reading for the fire cards or fire signs, apply that advice to whatever house those fire signs hold. Same with water blue, air purple, and earth for green. They're color coded, okay? Oh, right. Let me come back here to our next energy. Water signs. Woman holding a heart, 44. Spirit is hearing your prayer here, and it's taken strength to make it through some kind of possible heartbreak that has transformed you, okay? And again, it is our own perception whether or not this is a positive transition or whether we can look at something like pain and see the beauty of the lesson in it. Two cards, please. So situation under review. What adjustments are needed or suggested for water signs? Thank you. Two. Okay, so more of that solar plexus. For me, solar plexus energy is right here in between your rib cage, right? That is acts as a divining rod that simply can ask yourself, what's going to make me happy in the next moment, okay? And just live for the day. So what adjustments are needed? So there's some rest here being required. And this canary always reminds me of a card in another deck that talks about parakeets. It's like the parakeet in the mine, right? Let miners know when there was too much carbon dioxide and when to exit. So this something toxic could be dissipating, like I talked about, that perhaps this is a broken heart, literally what I just said. And from that comes enlightenment because this is a card of stepping into face our fears. And there's the sun energy again that we saw here in the prayer with the moon being in the earth. And then we also saw the sun. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, right here in the overall environmental energy on that man holding a coin. I want to be able to see the stuff. All right. Wow. So perhaps resting, reevaluating. We've heard the call of the canary, could be exiting, like I said, some kind of situation that may have been toxic. And the reason for that lesson was for your own enlightenment. We did have Venus yesterday aligning with the nodes of fate in the north node of destiny there in Aries energy. So again, you can check the orange parts of your chart if I have, stop it. Thank you, Spirit. I love that. Holding that emerald coin there. And there's also a butterfly of transformation in the background. There are two at this point. All right, spot on so far. Let's keep going. All right, what is the energy here for adjustments as far as fire signs are required? So what's under review is the door to freedom, uh, door to personal healing and happiness. Freudian slip there. So you could be leaving a situation. You could be ending this toxic cycle. You could be moving again since we're bookending energies. Door to personal healing and happiness through healing our own inner wounded child, doing that reparenting of ourselves. Okay, so this facade, maybe you had convinced yourself of something was one way, but you can say, oh, look, there's other ways to think about that. There are adjacent possibilities here. And again, just allow that healing to guide you towards your happiness and hope. And didn't the hope card come out? And the last time I did one of these separating into the elements, passion there is about following your own destiny, not what someone has set out for you, not familial roles, making your own decisions to follow your heart and what you love, follow your own joy. One more card, please, here. Thank you. Okay, so this insecurity energy here, time to the woman with a heart, and also to the earth energy, because those three cards are all have heart energy on them. So this is about us being mean to ourselves. So if you've heard me talk about that negative loop that we all replay over and over in our own minds, most of the time, or some of the times that is just subconscious. But if we can learn to stop ourselves in that moment, okay, we can reframe our thought. We can say, stop it. That's not very helpful. Okay, but this is a 34 card. Again, spirit number being 34 is a 7. That is a very spiritual energy, and we cannot access that door or that higher level of consciousness without facing these wounds there of that inner child that perhaps have contributed to our own insecurities. And, not perhaps actually, guys, because we do it again subconsciously. We learn to navigate the world from our caregivers. And we're under 2 years old, and depending on whether or not our needs were met, that is how we subconsciously navigate relationships. It's fascinating. That tells a lot about our attachment patterns and styles and how we can heal those. Overall energy for everyone here, soulmate energy. Okay. So you've heard me say a million times that I'm going to put you over here, and I'm going to say it again, that once we heal our own soul, that opening of that third eye here. Again, connecting and tying all the energies beautifully. Once we do that, our elevation raises, doing all this healing, okay? And, oops, I forgot to start my timer. And then we are, as our own consciousness raises, we are then more open and have better opportunities of someone for equal vibration to come toward us. Okay, I think I got, oh, today's song was Changes by Charles Bradley. Changes by Charles Bradley. I'm going through changes. I got a change in my life. Okay. Now, I was going to ask here what possible blocks could be coming up here for Earth signs. What emotional blocks could be surfacing at this time? What emotional blocks can be surfacing at this time for Earth signs? Please and thank you, Spirit. What emotional blocks could be surfacing at this time for Earth signs? Vulnerability. Okay, embrace and feel every aspect of this emotion. It makes you human, shown through kindness, love, and sincerity. Say what you feel and take that risk. See how this person is opening their heart, and that brings those feelings, tapping into our feelings because they are our superpower. All of a sudden, you are able to hear the guidance that is being offered to you. That's beautiful. All right, vulnerability there. Keep, I know this is a lot, guys. Okay. Let's see, what could be the emotional blocks for air signs? Expectation. It is easier to make a request or ask for what you desire. Which one is easier? Expectation can lead to disappointment. So expectation of outcome, and as I was talking about this acorn here, he was promised another role. However, when he showed up to the play, it wasn't the role that had been promised to him. So he can choose to see that as him being the victim, right, and have a victim mentality, only because his expectation was he disappointed, right? When we put limits on what it is that we're desiring and we say it's got to be a certain way or a certain person, that really limits the universal help that is available to us. All right, water energies. That did not take long. What are the possible blocks? Feelings, skepticism. You don't have enough facts to feel good about the situation. Spend more time learning and understanding the situation to feel sure about it. I'm not sure which element that came out for yesterday. So if you're skeptical, is the parakeet alive or not? Okay, are we simply not wanting to look at something because of this past heartbreak, right? But remember, from all pain comes valuable lessons that show us how deeply our heart is, and how deeply our heart loves. All right, fire energies here. Under review is door to personal healing and happiness. The adjustments that are needed are healing inner child to help heal insecurities. Fearful. Okay, this emotion I just talked about, facing our fears here. And look at all of this yellow energy on the board. This emotion is limiting your movement forward. What is the actual fear you're experiencing? Is this something that can be released? It sometimes can be scary, guys, to face the past, and that doesn't mean you sit and blame for what happened, right? It means that we sit in an energy of, what was I meant to learn from this? And that way we can transmute the energy into something more you know, something more productive. Okay. Now at the bottom of the deck for everyone here, we've got man holding a coin. Again, King of Pentacles energy and energy of the sun, Leo energy. Ignored. Were you truly ignored, or do you feel you weren't given the amount of attention that you'd hoped for? Perhaps, and there's confusion right underneath that, perhaps you felt ignored by a soulmate. And was it a facade? Is it just our own insecurities? Okay. Understanding that energy, that heart energy, if it was painful, is dissipating, and enlightenment shows up for us after that. Okay. And also here, this victim energy of being ignored, you know, just because you were given a different role. Can we think about it as what new thing can I learn? Why did this come into my life, right? Instead of the way I expected it to come. For some of you, that was there you go, spot on for that message there. Also, if you felt that your prayers were being ignored, you're soon to discover here that absolutely they have not been ignored. Your manifestations are heard by your angels, guys. All right, let's see what this, let's get our spread out here. Let's get the spread out. Bottom of the deck here, randomly there is, we got two, King of Wands and King of Pentacles. So I said in the environmental energy here, that man holding a coin is King of Pentacles energy. And then the sun in the background coming up for happiness here is on the horizon, is the energy of Leo, which we have right here. Wow. Okay. Underneath that man holding a coin is deceit and broken heart. Okay, attachment is in reverse, so that could something you may be finding out here, or something that has come to an end by someone acting deceitfully. You are clearing that attachment. Okay, that mask is coming off, and indecision is in reverse as well, meaning you've decided which way to go with this. Okay. So if that's you, whatever energy you resonate more with, divine feminine, divine masculine, we have them both, okay, all within us. That yin and yang energy. So little chunky. These are kind of big cards there. Five of Cups on the bottom. Knight of Wands. Perhaps that was the deceit. Someone came in hot and heavy. There's that sun energy. Better days are on the horizon. So I want to see what opportunities are going to come from these changes. These changes are, of course, what is under review. One more. There's the Ten of Pentacles that showed up in the recent past energy of Virgo. Go ahead and cut the deck. Overall energy for the entire message of the board, what is in our environment, is that, like I said, we have we come back here, release the attachment, and are getting out of indecision. So Three of Wands means you've decided on something. She's not packing up that surfboard on her VW bug for nothing. That's a lot of work. And if depending on where you live in the world, it can be quite the haul just to get there and spend that time. So she's standing there because she's ready to catch the wave as soon as it makes it to her. All right, let's go ahead. We'll see what is in that rest of the environmental energy as we go here. So our Dear listener here, reflecting in this Queen of Swords energy, that would be the South Node in Libra, which is opposing Aries energy right now. And we're being asked to use discernment and evaluate with that Libra South Node, whether we're overgiving, working on issues of codependency, understanding that we're not the victim, and that was simply a nudge to our quest of self-discovery here. Once the Queen of Swords learns what this is, she does not look back. Her back is facing the past energy there, and she's only moving forward. The wind is blowing towards the right. So again, Libra energy there, representing you, learning lovers. What decision you making? Huh? All right. What is the situation? Fast, passionate communication could also be a card of travel. We do have quest for air signs. And again, water energy, women holding a heart. That can be fast, passionate communication regarding love. This communication could be showing you that, oh my gosh, I didn't even think that was possible. Look at this door opening here for me, because doors open to us as an invitation. You don't have to go through the door, but if you were looking for a floor in the door, air signs like an escape hatch, you could be finding or getting communication regarding how you can do that, or you communicating to someone else perhaps that you're taking that escape hatch. Archangel Metatron, also the Queen of Swords, is very discerning. She's a great leader. People look to her in hard times. So that could be your role in whatever the situation is that is under review for right now. What is the opportunities that come from making these adjustments? Okay, Page of Swords, moving from one life to another. And look how confident she is as she's reading and holding all of these thoughts and this new learning here. She's not even looking at where she's walking, and that read is terribly thin, right? So it could feel like you're on a bit of shaky ground. There are two birds here of communication in the background for her. So this opportunity is to step into learning something new. Pages are communication. Okay, if this is communication about a trip or a quest, communication from spirit that you're discovering because you face these challenges and that brought enlightenment. Okay, and this learning, you're learning, maybe you don't even know what inner child healing looks like. There are plenty of amazing channels. Heidi Prieb is great. Brianna McNamara, I love, love, love. Let's look at, in the recent past, what brought you to Queen of Swords? The Knight of Cups. So this is my Maroon 5 Adam Levine card here. And he's got a beautiful horse waiting for him in the background. The knights are sent out by the King of Cups. So the knight is coming to ask you on a date. You could be receiving this message. Well, it's a past energy. You would have received this message about whatever this Eight of Wands situation is. In the past, this could have been somebody different. If this is new information to you, that could be changing. The Knight of Cups is a very romantic person, sometimes in love with love. So just watch out for that. And there's this very pink background that was reminding me of that eclipse energy. If you got to be outdoors here in the Midwest when that went into totality. It was so pretty. It was like this eerie kind of lavender and pink. All the people's porch lights came on and it got cold and windy. Hey, recent past energy there. We have a knight on the board. What is the overall energy of this reading. What does Spirit want us to know? Sometimes we get a timing card. Page of Wands, take a chance. So 2 pages here. The energy of the learner. What's something new I can learn? What did I learn? And very fiery energy here. The Page of Wands, this is a spark of a new idea or passion. It's throwing caution to the wind and going for something new, creating something new. Okay, let's look at what is the near future energy here of what it is that you're learning. Wow, Queen of Wands. We saw her come out in the outcome recently here. So this creation, whatever you're creating, quickly evolves to a queen because you skipped the knight there. So this is you manifesting, you understanding and knowing the truth of what it is that you want to manifest. You're either receiving communications about your manifestation coming in. You are traveling or moving, as we saw up here, possibility with earth signs. And again, fire energy here. We do have a knight coming to the queen. When those are book ending, same with this, that is an imbalance of energy. So this, whatever this new opportunity here is for you of learning, this new information brings abundance. Yeah, whatever you're the master manifester here, Queen of Wands, Aries energy, last day for Aries. There's a black cat here in front of her lap. She's celebrating. She's like, yes, this chance, right? This chance that you took, working out pretty dang good for you. What are the blocks here for this overall reading? Independence. Okay, so block energy I read in with a card in reverse. So perhaps what was blocking you from either making this offer of truth or being able to receive this offer of love or go out on a date. Maybe you just did not feel abundant enough. Okay, maybe you're collecting coins. Maybe you're just simply focusing on your own money situation here. Okay, because this is always the also the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana Queen of Pentacles. Then the next step from that is the Empress energy. So being in reverse, this could indicate financial loss. It could indicate a loss of choices or what you're seeing as a loss of choices. There is a white falcon here, and that is touching the energy of this white horse. That's pretty interesting there. So overall energy at the bottom of the deck was that man holding a coin. Perhaps you just didn't feel like the block was that this isn't your match because maybe they're not romantic enough. Maybe they're overly romantic and you just think, oh, they're not serious. They're just in love with love. Woman holding a heart here, water signs situation, it under review does have to do with love. Okay, let's keep going here. So with that being on the board, just because it's in reverse position as a block, that means the energy is on the board and that energy, that card, the energy can be righted. Maybe you felt you had no choice because someone loves you. That's not a good enough reason, guys. It's a great reason, but it's not enough. What does Spirit want us to know about this Eight of Wands? Okay, this fast, passionate communication. This could be this insecurity or negative self-talk, this victim mentality. Okay, the canary dying, right? Because of there being toxic energy. Five of Swords can be manipulation to ourselves and others. So we're going to say here that the message from Spirit is, toxic thoughts, toxic words, either to your own self, that negative Nelly in our own head. I talked about that for a reason. Again, step outside yourself, give them a name. And no offense to Becky's, but my negative mind loop is named Becky. And I just say, shut the F up, Becky. That is not helpful. Thank you. You got to catch yourself. So be careful, especially if this comes in really fast and it's all, you know, hearts and rainbows. Is there substance behind it? Because perhaps in the past, you found out or figured out that there wasn't much substance. It was all talk and no action. What is the outcome energy here for learning lovers? Okay, willful blindness. Now, that willful blindness can connect us to these negative thought patterns. This is two truths, things that are both equally true to you, two swords of truth. Notice that you, dear learning lovers, only hold the sword of your own truth. Okay, so you're in an energy of having made a decision, but perhaps it's something you don't want to make. And look at that. On her arm is this kind of looks like a tattoo of crossing flags. And I did note that on the prayer card for earth signs. It's going to require some strategery, and thinking. Okay, try not to overthink that. You already instinctively know, you know which one is your ace of swords. Okay, this could be confusion because if this person is all of a sudden, you know, now wanting to be romantic and now communicating passionately with you, you're like, you know, I've heard this all before. Why? Why is that? Okay, so let's look here at the 6 cards for the outcome. 2 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, there she is again, Ace of Cups, wow. The Hanged Man that we are pulling on today, thank you for showing up. This is enlightenment, seeing something from a different perspective. So what's under review for each of you, you are seeing something from a different perspective. That is good news by tapping into your own heart. Okay, Queen of Cups, Cancer energy is hella intuitive. So again, enlightenment here connecting to the water signs and woman holding a heart. Check your chart for all the houses that hold water energy in. So Ace of Cups, all aces are potential. And an Ace of Cups here, I love this stack because it's about giving your own heart love first, making sure your own cup is full, as only the energy that overflows is available to be shared, because otherwise you keep depleting and depleting and depleting that cup. What's left there is stagnant water, which is poisonous. Okay, and also if we're not giving ourselves that self-love, that creates insecurities, filling our own cup, healing our inner child, okay, does fill back that heart's cup. Last card here, wow, 6 of Cups, bookending the 6 of Pentacles. This is someone from the past coming into your present to affect your future. 6 and 6, so we'd have 6, 1, 6. Let's see what the angel number for that is. I'm curious. And I will still read the angel number of the day to us. Diversions, rise above interruptions. The material world is sending you many inferences. Material world, inferences. Okay. Is this my true soulmate or is this just a lesson? Okay. That gray energy connecting to Metatron. And they're taking away from your soul's important work. This number is a call to notice them so they do not disrupt you further. Repeat your full name out loud 3 times as you call yourself back into the present moment. So I did remind us that there's some grounding here, tapping into that intuition. We always want to ground our energy first. So making sure here, this diversion, it could be, like I was saying, someone's making, you've made those promises before, and now they are promising that 8 energy there. Now they're promising for this equal give and take. So this is equal give and take as far as the 2 big pentacles, 2 medium-sized pentacles, and then what's left, I've never even thought about it this way, is a small pentacle and a large pentacle. And then there's 2 extra large. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty even, but there's still something that's off balance here, that's out of whack, and that could be what's getting you kept up in your head. And you're gonna have to tap into your feelings here. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. You could be seeing somebody from the past with a whole new perspective. And again, this is the card of enlightenment. The higher stages we move through our enlightenment, the higher our intuition speaks to us. Okay, and with more accuracy. So this 2 of Swords that may have been holding you back as far as information, maybe you had conflicting information, so you have to tap into your heart to understand what it is that your heart needs, regardless of what anybody else says or promises, or what they did or didn't say, if they use manipulation tactics, or if you're getting up in your head here, it is blocking your own abundance. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. I did still want to check our 498. Hold dear. Tell someone you are thankful for them. Your angels are directing you to let others know how much you appreciate them. Send a thank you note. We did see that little note there here on the bottom of the card. So if someone did offer love or something kind of loving gesture, perhaps we can thank them. Maybe it was information that helped us throw caution to the wind and take this, new leap into creativity or passion. That quickly leads you to the Queen of Wands. So having gratitude, guys, sending a thank you, write a thoughtful review for a business, or having heartfelt conversation with someone you are grateful for. I did want to say too, thank you to those of you who are doing just that by leaving comments that are so kind and generous and just blow me away. Oftentimes they make me teary. They're so sweet. And I'm like, I don't even know this person. And they took the time to be that kind. And I just can't believe it. And I'm so grateful. I am so stinking grateful. So please know that that time that you take, I value that very, very much. I value your feedback. So perhaps we also need to bring some of that, understanding what we are thankful that we do have, and not focusing on what we don't have. And that can be, brand new learning from a lot of us. This is the old way, stepping into the new way. Both of these sword energies are moving to the future, and quickly. I mean, we saw that happen here, jumping from page to queen. We skipped the knight. Okay, let's look at the bottom of our deck here. So 3 of Wands, waiting for that ship to come in. 8 of Cups with that sun coming up in the horizon, like we saw on a man holding a coin. So 2 of Wands again is thinking about which action you're going to take, reviewing, evaluation. 3 of Wands is having made the decision. So again, this is in your environmental energy. So this could be someone walking away from 8 broken cups towards the sun, which could be you. Okay, if you are not with anyone at this moment, if this is work related or familial, then you are walking away from ideas that do not fill your heart's cup. You're walking away from what does not fulfill you, knowing that you are not a victim. Okay, successful completion of a cycle. So the fool takes the leap of faith, kind of like this little page here from learning something new. And this is beautiful energy here of the world card, something coming full circle, sacred geometry, and look at that energy coming down into her downloads. Okay, by trusting yourself, by learning whatever this truth is going to unblock so that abundance can flow more easily, more receptively. So maybe you're also, it could be ending a cycle of waiting for someone to leave or someone else that's coming towards you. Okay. Seven of Pentacles is review energy. Okay. This person is reviewing whether or not to walk away and end this cycle. But I think it's like their mind is already made up. They've got their surfboard. They went all the way there. They're not going to turn back around and go home. Five of Pentacles energy here. There's that key that I mentioned yesterday. We saw that in the pre-shuffle of the chakra cards. So Five of Pentacles can denote physical abandonment. Okay, so this person, if they had someone that physically abandoned them, this could be abandonment wounds from childhood, and you are now doing that work in the houses of your fire signs so that you can release these insecurities, that are blocking your abundance here. And when you do that, look, it comes towards you, someone of equal value that wants what you want. Something you want wants you too. And it does require bookending. The Eight of Cups will require you to walk away from something or this other person. If it's a job, then that other job has to end. If it wasn't making you happy, it wasn't filling your heart, it ain't worth it. Ace of Pentacles, and there's the Empress energy also showing up like the Hangman did. So remember that our Empress question was, what adjustments are needed? Because the Empress is receptive to change. And I did say the Nine of Pentacles is on the board, so that energy is available to you and can be righted here once you make this decision about what is fair, how to not overgive, and make sure your own heart's cup is full first. Okay, and this offer here, Ace of Pentacles, is something tangible. This is the seed being planted for what it is that is your wish fulfillment. Wow. Okay, we're going to cross you like that. I got to peek. Seven of Cups, a little bit of confusion. There's a High Priestess energy we talked about yesterday. They're not confused, guys. They know which one it is intuitively. They're just not speaking about it yet. They know intuitively that they need to walk away from something. If this is a person, a new person, or an old person coming towards you, we are in retrograde, and that's when those reunions tend to happen. Let's clarify here for just a quick second. What is this Eight of Wands? It's like, told ya, the outcome is Ace of Cups. And that's after what I already said, balancing. Look how she's tempering those earth and water energies. Can't make it up. After letting something old go to allow in transformation, butterfly energy, Two of Swords and Two of Wands with the Three of Wands in your environmental energy, decision has been made. That volcano is going to blow either way. There's Five of Pentacles again. All right, so that seems to be on both sides of the board here. Ten of Cups underneath, which was our situation yesterday, and that Venus aligning with the North Node, and Chariot was in the environmental energy. And I didn't notice, go back and watch, as I wrote down the notes, the charms that came out for, what signs was it here? The seahorse was one of the charms. And I thought, with my blindness, it was just a thought it was just a regular horse. For water signs, cosmic connection card, and then the seahorse got thrown on that. And then the environmental energy is the energy of that seahorse there. That is soulmates coming together, someone taking off and heading towards a soulmate. Okay, well, I won't ask again. It's just like I done told you. All right, let's go ahead and get you guys finished out here. What advice, Castle? It's time for healing, not war. What advice does Spirit have for Earth signs? Advice for Earth signs, please. What advice does Spirit have for Earth signs? Anchor these down a little better here. Man, I'm running out of space. I need some more space. 27 card, 9, and ending there. Justice is coming is the name on that card here. And that is Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy. She a little witchy. She can manifest anything that she wants. And look at that. So in her closet on each side is a sword and a bat. So a wand and a sword, a wand in the near future of what you're learning, you, the learning lover. Yeah, justice is coming. That's energy of 11 for Libra energy of the South Node. Something that's come to an end, receiving justice for overall for everyone. Okay, Earth signs in particular, advice for Earth signs, please. Advice for Earth signs. Like a countdown energy, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's it. Okay, prayer, discovery. Okay, moving from one situation to another. We're getting shark energy. Okay, swim away from the situation, Earth signs. There is Saturn here in this card, and you could be going through a Saturn return, your first or second Saturn return. It's a 35 card, which is an 8 energy. And did we not see a 35 somewhere, or just another 8 probably? 34. Never mind. Okay, so swim away from the situation, fire signs. What about air signs? Advice for air signs. So situation under review for earth signs was using your intuition to make a decision, possible move, spiritual enlightenment there from some kind of painful situation. Advice for earth signs. Let's finish this up. I got a 2:30 reading. Air signs, slow down. Okay. Trying to go too fast. Expectations could be the block there. Okay. Earth signs. Remember, your block was vulnerable. So if it's someone, that you just feel vulnerable because of words, promises, thoughts, that's your intuition talking to you, then you know what to do. Saturn energy, Daddy Saddy, that is the drill sergeant of all the planets, and Saturn ensures that you've done the work. Air signs. Can't move on to a situation. You can't just move from the city to the country without doing the work. There's planning involved, right? Come on, air signs. Expectations. Expectations can lead to disappointment. Air signs. Advice for air signs. Maybe adjacent possibilities. Okay, I gotcha. Maybe we need more than one card here for air signs just to, here we go. Okay, storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Okay, that trap door is opening up for you. 44 card, which I know we did see. 44 for that water sign of woman holding a heart. So broken hearts can heal. All right, advice. Ooh, advice for water signs. Woman holding a heart is the situation under review. Skepticism. Okay, make sure you're getting all the facts because that could block you. This opportunity could be you getting the facts that you need, seeing that parakeet either lived or died. It was either toxic or it wasn't. Gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. You can fix your own heart. Okay. That number is 36, a 9 energy, an ending, a completion. There is a starfish there on her shelf, regenerative energy. She's holding a broken cup that she's fixed and glued back together herself. Humpty Dumpty, putting yourself back together again, water signs. There's also a nautilus shell in there connecting to past energies. So if this, toxic energy from the past that's dissipating led to your enlightenment, the enlightenment may very well be, I don't have to have closure. Matter of fact, I shouldn't even say often, most of the time, you don't get any closure. You have to find it for yourself because people just sometimes will not explain themselves yet because they don't fully know themselves. All right, let's look for fire signs. Advice, and this was the door to healing and happiness, possibly through working on that inner child healing and those insecurities that are a result of those attachment wounds. The block is fear. That is a block of the sacral chakra. Of that second chakra, it blocks your creativity. And when we're in a creative mode, that's when we have our best manifestations because we're doing something that we love at the time. That's where our focus and attention is. Okay. All right. Fire signs. The advice is expectations. Do not seek anyone's approval. And that is a 12 card, which is a 3, that triangulation energy. We also had expectations for air signs. So air and fire, those air and fire are on the opposite nodes, right? Or on the opposite lines. Water and earth are also on an axis in your chart. So super interesting here that those energies are tying together here because what's on the other side of the axis is, our qualities that we're lacking that help us and vice versa. Do not seek anyone's approval. The only approval you need is your own. Okay, lastly here, I'm going to grab a charm, one for each sign, one charm for each sign. Let's start with Virgo, since you had the moon in Virgo today. Wow. Out of all, there's like 150 charms in there. This also came out for earth signs. And that last one, that is nuts. So this is scissors, and there's a broken heart, like cutting away the pain from a broken heart. Okay, all right. Virgo energy there. What about Taurus? You're moving into Taurus energies tomorrow. Shark. No way. Swim away from this situation, Taurus. Daddy said he's going to make sure you do anyway. All right, lastly but not least, Capricorn energy. Star. Your wish is coming. As soon as you walk away from a bad situation into a better situation, as soon as you walk away from what it is you don't want to what it is you do want, your wish comes into fulfillment. Also, Venus acts as a 5-point star that shows up sometimes. I think, was it last year or the year before we had that Venus star? I can't recall. I will have to ask Dawn, one of my counterparts, on the spiritual view. I hope you'll join us tomorrow night. We do every third Friday night of the month. We sit around like the view. It's just called the spiritual view. We're going to be talking about transition and change through these upcoming energies. Let's go to air signs here. Let's start with Gemini, mutable energy. An owl, wisdom, okay, using that higher wisdom. You can see in the dark as well. Every hurricane comes to an end. You know how to protect yourself, Gemini. And next one up, Libra. Libra, the victory wreath. Victory after a long battle. 6 of Wands energy there. What about Aquarius? Aquarius. This is a rocking horse. So coming back to that childhood energy of healing that wounded inner child. Okay, 44 card. Again, that is your angels hear your prayers. You do have to ask, is the thing. Your angels cannot interfere unless you do ask and give them permission. Okay. All right, let's move to finishing up the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Look up for Cancer. Let's give some clarification to Cancer. That is, it looks like a shell with energy coming out of it, or kind of like a mop. Okay, you don't need someone else to fix you. You can mop it up yourself. All right, and I did say here that starfish there, regenerative energy. All right, what about for Scorpio? A second owl. Wow, so tying that to Gemini over here, double owls. They are very different owls. They're both owls, but they're very different. This is a masculine and a feminine. You could be connecting to a Gemini there, Scorpio, where your moons are connected. So this is dealing with emotional fixing. Lastly, Pisces, charm for Pisces. Transformation, butterfly, right there, right there. And we saw that butterfly on the woman holding a coin as well. And we also saw that butterfly energy another place. Please put it in the comments if you remember. Transformation. Okay, let's move on. Lastly but not least here, fire signs, Aries. Again, happy last day of Aries season. This is your birthday today. Happy birthday. No way. Okay, so you could be connecting to Pisces energy here, or simply your intuition. This is a type of butterfly. It's more fancy. So it's like someone that is more, more grounded perhaps, and you might be more flittery with your energy. And look, it's like a fairy butterfly. Okay, it's a fairy energy butterfly for Aries. Aries always want to be doing. So how about Aries? We work on this insecurity and really do see how that door to healing and happiness are connected. And you fancy, huh? You a fancy butterfly. And in the back of this card, I'm noticing here the moon with the dark on the right, crescent on the left. So that'd be waxing off the moon, moving towards a new moon energy. So this is something that may show up for you after this full moon in Scorpio. Okay, what about for my lovely Leo charm? Dragon. We talked about this is the year of the dragon, where the head is examining the tail. Okay, whatever uncomfortable feelings are in the belly, definitely insecurities here, definitely associated with some childhood wounding that we need to reparent and transmute. This is the year to do it. Get an ear squeezy on that one. Last but not least, Sagittarius energy. What extra clue can we get? There was a dragon on somewhere else. Oh, on for the air signs there. So Leos, you could be connecting over here to this air energy as well. Okay, a bat, Sagittarius sonar, you can also see at night. So some more of that owl energy, high priestess energy. Trust your intuition here. Overall energy, third eye, and we did have Archangel Metatron regarding that third eye. Could be connecting to an earth sign, doesn't have to be. And that be it, guys. All right, here is where we part ways. I do so appreciate you hanging in there for this message today, and have a wonderful time today, wonderful weekend coming up. Today's a beautiful day. I hope you enjoy it. Much love for now, and until next time. Bye-bye.